Welcome to the Australian Sailing Keelboat program. Heave 2. Heave 2 is a resting position for when you want to stop sailing and take a break. For example, you might want to check a chart, relax for lunch, or deal with an emergency. The Heave 2 holds your position with the sails and the rudder countering each other as the boat drifts forward and to leeward or downwind. This is done by turning the bow of the boat through the wind from one side of the no-go zone to the other, with the head sail backed, the mainsail fully eased, and the tiller pushed towards the boom. At the beginning of the Heave 2, the boat is sailing close-hauled with the wind coming over one side. Helm looks around to ensure it is clear to tack, and looks to leeward to check for drift room. This is because the boat is going to drift downwind. Helm says, "Prepare to tack and heave 2. Jib on tight." Main sheet trimmer prepares to ease the main slightly. Trimmer number 1 uses the winch to pull on the jib sheet very tightly and leaves it cleated. Helm visually checks the crew is prepared to tack and says, "Ready to tack and heave 2. Crew, if ready, respond, "Ready," and prepare to move to balance the boat. Helm says, "Tacking and heaving 2, and begins to push the tiller away. Enter the tack slowly until reaching head to wind, then bear away more quickly. Helm changes sides. Once the boat crosses through the wind, the jib remains cleated and the sail backs. Main sheet trimmer releases the main sheet fully and as quickly as possible. As the boom changes sides, everyone balances the boat." In the final part of the Heave 2, the boat is turned onto a beam reach and the tiller is pushed towards the boom. Make sure that the bow doesn't turn towards the wind and pass through the wind and accidentally tack straight back. Watch the bow of the boat and move the tiller accordingly. Helm secures the tiller to leeward by sitting against it. For longer periods, the tiller can be tied into position. Let's take a final look at the Heave 2, where we can see the confusion of forces in action. The jib pushes the bow one way, the tiller pushes the bow the other way, and the mainsail is flapping, creating very little power.